Heyo! So I decided today that I'm gonna use all of my old eyeshadows that I refuse to throw away, and I'm gonna use them all until they hit pan, because why would I hoard all that stuff just to not use it? You know what I mean? I decided to use the Well Rested eye brightener as my eyeshadow base today because the powder is a lot lighter on my eyelids than concealer, which is what I normally use. It's not as heavy on my eyelids, so it wears nicer throughout the day. It's a lot more comfortable because I got like sensory issues or something. When I have stuff on my face or on my skin, my eyes for way too long, it makes me feel like gross, like I want to rip my face off. It occurred to me that I've never done a voiceover before, so this feels super awkward, so please bear with me. I'm so sorry. I went ahead and put it all the way around my eye so that when I do get around to doing my foundation, it's already there. You can't exactly carve out your brows with like this, but I mean, who really cares? I think it still looks fine. And now I'm using the lightest green color. No, the second to lightest. Kind of a lime green. Chartreuse, if you will. And I'm using it as like a transition shade, I guess. Instead of like a nude color, I went with all greens today. I was feeling inspired, so I even made my little background match. I'm using the darker one to kind of define the shape of my eye. And I have to go above the crease because I've got hooded eyes, so I want it to actually be seen when my eyes are open, so I have to go a little up from the crease. Now I'm just dipping into that darker green, the darkest green in that palette, and going on the outer corners. I really like to do like this, where it's not connected in the middle with the darker colors, and then I put the light color in the middle, and I think it just looks way more flattering on my eyelids than connecting it all the way across. And the most important thing with any sort of eyeshadow look, especially like kind of the crazier colors, if you will, is to blend, 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 blend. And when you think you're done, just keep blending. It's never ending, but the work pays off. Like, it's super worth it at the end. So it's kind of hard to see with the ring light, honestly. I've never had a ring light before, but I thought it might help because the only good lighting in my house is literally the window above my bed, and that just limits my time windows of being able to do any sort of videos. So I'm gonna have to play with the brightness, I think, and see if that changes anything. Yes, and then I found this, I think it's kind of teal, but it's got like a gold overlay. Not overlay, but like a gold shift to it, so I feel like it just really ties in with the green. And also, does anyone else have issues freaking curling their eyelashes? Because mine don't seem to curl, even though I do it like in sections. I do the base, and then I kind of go halfway through and curl it in the middle as well, and it just still doesn't seem to hold. I've used this mascara on and off for like years, and sometimes it really works for me, and sometimes it really doesn't. So I tried to use the Essence one, and I've used it before, but honestly I don't know if I love it. My eyelashes were just not cooperating today. Oh, Jesus. Love that. And then I like to use a brush for the kind of silicone primer, the pore filling primers. I feel like it just spreads it out a little bit better and more evenly, and then I'm not sticking my hand in it, you know? And then I used the Bare Minerals foundation. It's one of my favorites, honestly. My liquid ones just don't seem to look good on my skin lately, and I don't know if it's just the weather affecting my skin or if I'm just still having like postpartum skin, lol. Been feeling kind of like a lizard, and this foundation always comes through for me. And despite it being a powder, it blends really smoothly and sits on my skin like very, I don't know, like kind of dewy looking, I guess, without feeling heavy and dry like I said before. And then I used the concealer as well. Both of them just have really nice coverage without looking like a complete face mask. And I love the sheen, I guess, because it's like glowy without feeling or looking greasy. So that's sick. Oh, and then I experimented with some blushes. Again, Bare Minerals, because I noticed like when you use one brand of all your face stuff or like even your eye stuff, you use all the same brand, they just work well together. They always just mesh better together, I think. I think I used the colors True and Golden Gate. Yeah, and I just mixed them together and didn't feel like bronzing or contouring today, so I just threw on some blush. And honestly, I think that's my new go-to, because I like contour and everything, but I don't always feel like it accentuates my features the best. Honestly, just using blush and going all around my face wherever I deem fit. And then I like to highlight my nose and then my eyebrow or brow bone. And I'm so sorry for getting my face all up in your grill. I can't see, especially with the light, so I get all close to it to see like what's going on, but it looks funny. You might be wondering why I'm setting a powder foundation with more powder, but it's because this powder has a sheen to it, so you really want to mattify it, the rest of it. Oh, I went with more blush because I'm a fiend, I guess. And rounding out the green with more green. I guess you'd call this a green smoky eye, right? Yeah, I like to go. I went really like wide with it today. Went all around and really low underneath the lash line too. And I think it looks sick, honestly. I guess that's not what you'd call everyday wear, but who really can say what's everyday? If you like it, wear it, right? And I think this is actually Bare Minerals pencil too. I have a lot of their stuff from when I worked there years ago. Probably expired. Probably should throw it away, but I don't exactly have money to spend on new stuff, so you know. Oh, and then this is a MAC lipstick. I actually wore this one on my wedding day a couple years ago, and it doesn't smell bad or anything, so I decided to use it again anyway. Paired the peachy kind of lip with the green, and I think they complement each other really nicely. So fixing my lips again. I can never round out my cupid's bow like some girls do, or like overline my lips. It just never looks right, so I have to stay within the lip line that I already have. You know what I mean? Oh, I did something with the shimmery color and went like all around, like a compass kind of. Yeah, I thought I was done, but I wasn't. I then remembered that I needed some lower lash line mascara. Now I'm hitting those lower lashes with some mascara. And I guess there you have it. That's kind of how I just did a green smoky eye. This was my first long form video, so if you like it, please subscribe. Okay, thanks. Bye!